Next up on our 2025 CVC Fall Sports Media Day Tour is the Edgewood Warriors football team. Head coach Olajuwon Cooper. Coach, thanks for being here. Why don't you just give us a quick overview? What can we expect out of the Warriors in 2025?
Uh, Thank you for having us, Steve. You can expect a much improved football team coming off of a rough 1-9 season. A lot of things didn't go our way, but this offseason we've made no excuses. We've used that 1-9 season as fuel, and it's allowed us to get tremendously better over the course of the offseason. So, looking forward to having a fast, physical football team that's a senior-laden team, led by the guys that we'll have up front. Um, we'll have 3 4 year starters at the end of the season playing starting up front. So anytime you have that type of experience in the trenches, it bodes well for your chances to win. So we're just gonna run the ball, get after people, and do things the right way. So that's what people can expect. A hard-nosed football team that plays with class, and does things the right way, and more importantly, a team that's pretty hungry based on the adversity we faced last season.
That adversity, I mean, sometimes it can lead you the right way. Sometimes it can lead you the wrong way. It sounds like you guys learned a lot from last season and you're headed in the right direction. Is that the case?
Yeah, absolutely. I think in situations like we experienced last season, you got one or two choices. Either you own it and you get better, or you make excuses and you stay there. So we've owned it. Some of the things we couldn't control, some of the things we could control, but most importantly, we've owned it. And with that type of accountability, you really do have a chance to get better. And I feel like that's why we've gotten better, because we've owned what happened last season. We haven't shied away from it. I've put it in the players' face that we have to take accountability for it, because if we don't, there's nothing that says we won't repeat that. So we've made great strides this offseason of making sure that we own that and we take responsibility.
Outstanding. All right, Coach, I'll come back to you after I talk to the guys. I'll start right there to your right. For the folks at home, introduce yourself, name, grade, and what positions you're going to play.
Mason Thor, and I'm a senior, and I play left tackle and defensive end.
One of the coolest last names out there, Thor. You can't go wrong, right? So defensive end and offensive line, is that what you said?
Yes, sir.
All right. So coming in, what did you learn from that 1-9 season that's going to help you and your teammates turn this thing around this year?
Basically that, like, since we deal with a lot of injuries, next man up mentality the whole season, and that obviously hard to live with, and then like what coach said, you just got to own it and work better to prepare yourself way better for next season.
Nice thing is, high school football, you have a new season. Last year doesn't matter anymore. So Coach said that, you're pretty experienced up front. Who are the guys on the offensive line with you?
Me, Brock Foltz, and Christian Brought, we've all played since freshman year, so we all got a lot of experience. And then we got Raymond Sharp, who played a lot last year. He's going to be a junior this year. He has a little bit of experience under his belt. And then we got Paul Seiler, transfer over from Lakeside. He played tackle past couple years. He's also going to be a junior. I feel like with that line, we have a shot at being the best line in the county.
How's the chemistry coming together? I mean, obviously, three of you guys have played together for a long time. You got a couple new faces. It all has to come together. How's that process going?
Chemistry is great. Probably like the best chemistry we've had on the line. It's my 4 years being here. We all hang out. We all talk together. Probably really good chemistry all together.
And then how do you stay locked in for 4 quarters? It's tough. You're involved in every single play. You're getting bashed in by a defensive lineman. How do you stay focused for 4 quarters?
You just gotta let the last play be in the past. Play already happened, and just focus on the next play and be better for your team and yourself.
All right, and let's flip that over. Now you're the defensive end. Who's on the line with you?
Me, Christian Brought again, and then we have Logan Johnson, aka Mongo. He's a freshman. Has a real good shot at playing a lot of varsity this year for us. And then Raymond Sharp also at D tackle.
What's your skill set as a defensive end?
Speed rush and just power. Bury the tackle inside, tackle the quarterback or running back in the backfield.
Don't give away any secrets, but obviously we know what a defensive end does. That's your position. But what's your role? What's coach looking for you to do on the field?
Basically, just don't let anything get outside of me. Force it inside to our linebackers and our D tackles to get the tackles themselves. The tackles are going to come to me naturally, but mainly just like nothing inside. Keep everything inside the box.
Outstanding. Give me a breakout player on each side of the ball. Someone you think is going to have a big year and why?
Um, On offense, I say Devin Sanchez. He showed a lot at the end of the season with 3 touchdowns against Conneaut, but I feel like he's really due for a breakout season. And then on defense, Nathaniel Schwartzfigger, he's beefed up a lot this year, putting a lot of muscle. He's coming to his own on defense as a sophomore. Played a little bit last year, but I feel like he has a shot at breaking the tackle record here.
Outstanding. Well, good luck to you this fall. And let's go to coach's left. Name, grade, and positions you're going to play.
JJ Dufour. I'm a junior, and I play quarterback.
You already forgot about last year, right? Sophomore year, now you're junior. All right, so coming in, you've got a clean slate this year. What are you going to do with it?
I'm gonna try to improve on everything that I worked on last year. Started the last 5 games last year, had some improvements, and I just want to keep building on that.
I imagine when you started that first game of those 5, you had some nerves. How has that developed? Are you a little more confident now?
Yeah, I got a lot of my line back from last year. The line was a little rough last year, but I just got confidence in the guys up front to help me stay clean up there.
Who are your receivers, and how's that chemistry developing?
My starting receivers are Josiah Pope, Riley Baldwin, Czar Triplin, and Devin Sanchez, and we've been working together all throughout the summer, and we've been playing with each other since we were about 8 years old. So the chemistry is really good between all of us.
And then how about the running backs? Who are those guys?
We got Javen Pope, Nathaniel Schwartzfigger, and J.R. Crooks. The mesh between us are all really good as well.
Coach's hat says 1-0. What does that mean to you?
I just believe that we got to go 1-0 every week. We got to beat Garfield week 1, then we got to move on to Ramsey. Each week's a new week.
What part of your game as a quarterback has improved the most from last year?
I believe my deep ball, just putting the ball on my receivers and making them go make plays.
What's your favorite play to run?
Probably flow, just getting me out of the pocket.
So you like to move on your feet and make plays that way? Are you
Yes, sir.
you more of a dual threat guy or pocket passer?
Dual threat guy. I can get out and move a little.
What's going to be the key to making this offense click each night?
Probably just the big guys up front, really moving everyone, and then getting the ball to our athletic receivers and running backs. Just letting them go to work.
Now, just to give a scouting report on your defense a little bit, since you're the quarterback, you get to see all 11 guys out in front of you every play. Talk a little bit about that group and how they're developing.
The defense is working really well. They've definitely improved a lot since earlier in the year. Earlier in the summer, it was a little easier to get the ball out to my receivers on the scout team, but they've been working really well and they've been picking some of the balls off so far. So they're working really well.
Who are your breakout players and why?
On offense, I think Javen Pope with that big offensive line this year. I think he's going to have a great season at running back. And on defense, I got Tanner Klein. I think he's going to work really well in that strong safety position.
Outstanding. All right. Well, good luck to you this fall. Coach, back to you. I want to go back to your hat, that 1-0. What's the message you're trying to send to the kids?
To not get ahead of ourselves, to be where our feet are, to make sure where our feet are planted, to take advantage of every opportunity we're given in the present moment. I think as high school football players and coaches, it's easy to get ahead of yourself and to look at the schedule, to look down the road. But it's really just about going 1-0 every week, and really going 1-0 every day in practice, making sure practice is competitive. And we're creating a competitive environment that says when we compete every single day in practice, it's a given that we're going to go out and compete on Friday night. So we've been trying to get after each other every single day and go 1-0 on the day, understanding that as many good days as we can stack in a row and be consistent, it's going to ultimately lead to us having a great outcome 10 times on Friday night. So that's really what our whole mantra is, and just to take things one day at a time. Again, it's very easy to get ahead of ourselves when things are going good. It's very easy to get ahead of yourself when things aren't going so good. So just kind of stay even keeled, make sure we're well-rounded, and we just do what we need to do from a foundational standpoint. I would say that's the biggest thing in our program that's grown the most is our foundation has grown. Players are taking ownership of what they should be doing on and off the field, and it's leading to us having a pretty good product on the field, which is nice to see. Our kids deserve that.
Nice. All right. And last one for you is just define success for this team this year.
Success for us is going out playing hard, every single Friday, but it's also winning games. I think sometimes when things don't go your way, you don't want to talk about those things. But no, we put those things on our kids. We talk about winning football games because we didn't win a bunch of football games last year. So it's winning football games to keep the kids bought in, to keep the program striving for success and staying on that trajectory of ascending. It's important for us to win some ball games too. So a successful season for us is playing hard nosed Edgewood Warrior football every single Friday, and winning some football games as well. And hopefully, at the end of the season, we got a chance to play in Week 11. Our goal is to host a playoff game this year. Be the first team in Edgewood history to host a playoff game, and not just host it, but win it. And I think it's important to talk about those things, not just have goals that are kind of on paper, and then once you put them on paper, you never take a look at them ever again. No, we talk about those things all the time, because we don't want to lose sight of what we're chasing. We don't want to lose sight of what we're trying to obtain. And by not losing sight of it, it allows us every single day to show up with a mindset and a preparation that says this is what we're trying to accomplish, and we got to make sure on a daily basis we're getting those things accomplished, so that when the season rolls around, we only get 10 opportunities to do it. So we want to make sure we're in the best shape possible, not just physically but mentally, because we're going to go out and play games no matter what. It's really comes down to our mental state. That's what's going to dictate how we do on Friday nights. So we've done a great job, I feel like, this offseason of putting them through things that challenge them, not just physically but challenge them mentally as well. So I think we're prepared based on the adversity we faced last season, and then channeling that adversity into motivation and inspiration to get off to a great start this season.
Love it. All right, Coach, I appreciate you and the guys taking some time out of your day to preview the season. I wish you the best of luck this fall.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for having us, Steve.